Hey everybody, welcome back to Eric's Reviews. Today I am reviewing the Silky Zubat Saw, as you can see here in my hands. This saw is Japanese steel, so it's Japanese made and Japanese designed. It is pulse hardened for the teeth, and it comes with a carrying scabbard or sheath. These are additional, they're not from Silky. These are the notch talon leg mounts. You have to buy those separate, so when you buy it, it just comes with this plastic sheath here, or scabbard, and the saw here. It does also come with, which I can't find at the moment, it comes with a clip that has a lanyard piece for your belt so that you can clip it onto your harness or your belt via carabiner. Great saw. Cannot emphasize how much I love the saw. In fact, over the past 6 months since I've gotten into tree climbing and stuff, I have bought a lot of equipment, and out of all the pieces of equipment I bought, this is one of the top 3 that I have bought. And the reason for that is that there are some fundamental designs of this saw that make it so cool to me. And then the other aspect of it is that now I almost never reach for a chainsaw when I'm doing groundwork for the chipper. I pulled this thing out and I cut off all the stubs or limbs that keep it from going through the chipper, and I feed it through, and it's a lot faster than having to crank the chainsaw, find the chainsaw, figure out where to put the chainsaw so that it doesn't get stepped on, kicked, or run over, or dragged into the chipper. So it keeps my saw safer, and when I do keep my saw safe, I put it over to the side or something, then I have to go look for it every time. So using a chainsaw for anything that's like 3.5 inches or less, to me, is a waste of time when you could just use this. Couple of cuts and it's off, and then you just go through it. I've been using this for a couple of months now. Really like this blade. There's some other benefits that I'll go over of this in the pole saw video as well that I'm going to do a review of the Silky Zubat pole saw. But as on its own merits, here's what I like about this saw. First off, it's a full tang saw. So that means that the same steel that comes through here goes all the way down into the handle, and these rubber pieces, which are super comfortable, has a good finger hook up front, has a good finger hook in the back, with an area for a carabiner or a lanyard to go through if you want. I have a pretty big hand, and it's like the perfect fit for my hand. It does not slide at all. I've never gotten a blister from using this, and I use it a lot. In the trees I use it, on the ground I use it a lot. I take down small saplings and things with this and don't even think about grabbing my chainsaw. So the handle and it being a full tang is very important to me. It makes it a much more rigid saw than one where, let's say you have it mount here and you have to detach the saw blade at this point and attach it there. I love the fact that the saw is like $90 or something with the scabbard, but you can buy the replacement blades for around $40, $45, and they have different options. This one is a 330 5.5, which is 5.5 millimeters between the teeth. The other ones are, I don't know if they have any finer than this. I think they do, but I do know that like my pole saw is a 6.5 teeth separation. So that's a very cool option. You can buy different teeth pattern and that kind of stuff for it. The other thing is that I was looking at a hand saw with a hook on the front or something, because when I am extended in tree work, I hate when my saw pulls all the way through and then I have to try to get it back in the curve that I've already started cutting. But the problem is a lot of times I work in tight included crotches that I'm trimming out, removing limbs or just cleaning out the inside, especially on like willows. They have a tendency to grow really tight in an included crotch there. This has enough of a hook on the front that it keeps me from accidentally pulling through easily, but it's not so much of a hook on the front that I can't get it into tight areas. So for me, this is like a real nice balance of a blade. It's really, really nice. The teeth are a little offset for the kerfing, which means it cuts really aggressively and quickly, but yet amazingly enough, I was afraid that I'd have a lot of tear out and all that. Honestly, I don't. It cuts really smoothly, and a lot of times you can just make a swipe cut and you never have any blowout on the backside or tearing. It's just a nice, smooth, buttery cut. It does fairly well, well, I don't want to say fairly well. It does extremely well on deadwood as well. Clearly, because of the aggressive stance of the teeth and separation, it does better on greenwoods, but it does do really well on deadwood also. Does take a little bit more manpower and that kind of stuff. So really the only two complaints I have about this saw, and one of them isn't the saw's fault, it's my fault, but the only two complaints I do have about the saw is that, one, the blade is 1.5 millimeters thick, which is a 1/16 of an inch, I think, if I remember correctly, or close to that. So it is kind of flexible. Now that's a good thing because you can actually fit it into areas, and even if it bends a little bit, you can kind of saw through. But the bad thing is that if you're running through a really, really sticky wetwood, cottonwood, a really wet elm, which I deal with a lot here, or willows or pines and things, if you get too extended and there is a little bit of binding because of, pitch or sap or water or whatever, it has a tendency to bow on you easily. But I'm learning how to maneuver it better, and I'm avoiding that more and more. In fact, I'm probably going to put some paste wax on here like I do my Japanese hand saws for furniture making, and I am pretty sure that will eliminate that altogether. I don't see a problem with doing that. I don't think it'll be an issue, and I think it'll work really well to keep it from binding. Now, the second issue a lot of people have talked about, and I have the same issue, but it's not the saw's fault, it's mine. It takes a little bit of getting used to how quickly this thing cuts, and unfortunately, from time to time, I do cut myself. These little points here, I cut and nicked the bone, I'm pretty sure, because it's like really, really sore, has been for days. It didn't even tear the skin, it's just that the tips of the teeth went in and penetrated through my skin, hit the bone, and it bled like crazy, of course, and it was because I pulled through a nub that I thought would take 2 or 3 swipes, and it only took one long swipe and it was done, and it came through as I was holding a piece of wood. And my fault, bad work positioning, bad judgment on the use of the saw. Same thing happens when I'm in the tree. I have to be careful for my lines and things because it can come through and grab, and since the teeth are so aggressive, it can grab the teeth on the line pretty easily, so be careful of that. But other than that, great saw. Love the handle, love the way it feels in the hand, love the motion of it, the arch of it. The arc is just enough to give you a nice ergonomic cut without it being too aggressive and make it awkward. So I really like the balance. The tip is narrow enough, but not too narrow. It's just a really nice saw. Now, this particular one came with the chrome-plated piece here. They have other scabbards that don't have the chrome on them. I'm not so big on the bling. It's just the one that happened to come to me in the mail. I don't really care for the chrome, but it's not the world's worst thing. But this scabbard is pretty sweet. It's plastic, but it's very strong. It's a nice quality, and it has a hole in the tip for water and dust, like sawdust and stuff to come out of it. And then it has these mounts made onto it on the side for you to be able to either run straps straight through those or put on these leg mounts like I have here from the Notch Talon. I'll go over a review on the Notch Talon here in the future, but this is, it's a nice setup for that. And then up here at the top, it has a guide inside, and it clips in, if you can see that. It slides in and grabs, and this thing does not come out easily. When you pull on it, it comes out easy enough, but it doesn't just accidentally come out. In fact, I've had my lanyard while I'm climbing, my flip line or my rope get wrapped around it, and it doesn't pull out easily. Now, from time to time, it has come loose, and so it's in there and it's kind of dangling around like this, but it doesn't come out easily either when you're not pulling on it. If you pull on it, it comes out smooth and fine, but when your rope grabs it, it just pulls it out of it, and then I feel it flopping around, and then I just reach down and push it back in, because I usually carry it down. Here, let me stand back a little bit. I usually have it mounted down on my leg about right there. So overall, super sweet. Love it. I really recommend everybody going out and at least giving Silky Saws a try. I'm not usually this adamant about how much I like something, because I usually find more cons to things, but this is one of the best tools I've ever used, especially in tree service. So go give it a try. Don't forget, you can get them at treestuff.com. And also, if you want to support my channel, go down and check out the Amazon affiliate link. And if you buy through that affiliate link, then I get a small portion of the profit that you, or the sell, not the profit, the sell. And it helps keep my channel going. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping by. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe as well to the channel. Beside the subscription button in YouTube, there's a little bell. Hit that bell and you won't miss one video that I put out, and I've got a lot more equipment reviews to go over. I've got some takedowns and some climbing videos coming up. Not so much teaching, just, you know, showing the work that I'm doing and that kind of stuff, with some light rigging and that kind of stuff as well. So I hope to see you guys in those, and then I'm still doing from time to time off-road videos and other videos like that. So thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next one, and hope you guys are out there safe. Bye.